Hello, here we are again with the 857, this time only with the front panel, because I've been working a lot. Well, first of all, I want to explain that I have two 857 and I'm working on both simultaneously. Now, for the moment, I plan to make from two radios to make one working, and I want to put it in my car, as I have installed the ADAS active antenna, and I've been done all the wiring with the Yaesu separation kit. So it's been a big I put a lot of effort in it, and now I like to enjoy some radio from some HF from the car. So basically, I'll have to mix a little bit of the two radios, and eventually, hopefully, I can start enjoying. While I'll be, meanwhile, I'll be searching for some parts that I need to repair the other one. So back to the radio. If you remember from previous videos, this radio had problems in the front cover. The switch here was destroyed, and one of the screws were actually the inside. The plastic was broken and couldn't tighten here. So I made an order, a big order from Mauser with many parts. These parts are the switch. I bought two of them, and I'm going to install now one of those two switches. And also I bought some screws, some new screws, basically a bit longer, so it can just go further down and have the chance to make grip on the plastic and eventually tighten the front panel. Because if this is not tight, then on the car, when you mount the front cover on the provided piece of plastic, then everything will be loose. So it's important that this plastic is tight. Okay, so let's go ahead and open the panel again in order to install the new switch. And I'll show you also the screw. Okay, so front panel is all open again. This is the screw that I bought. This is the original one, and this is the one that I bought from China. It's the very same head and same pitch. It's just a bit longer, so it goes down there. It goes down there to because, as you can see, initially here the plastic is broken. So just go deeper in order to have grip. So an easy fix, thankfully. I see some glue down there. Maybe this must just be some glue that just dropped off when they glue this area. I think it went down. I'll check, but I think this post I think is okay. Okay, so that's concerning the screw. Another thing was that a washer was missing in here. There's a washer normally here that is missing, and I rebuilt one from a piece of plastic which had basically the same inner diameter. I just had to work a little bit on the outer diameter, so it just fits in there nicely. You'll see later on when we close the front cover. And now I will just proceed and solder the switch in place, which is there. The area is already clean, so I can just quickly put the switch in and solder. Now, when I reassembled the front panel, I recognized that the push switch of function of the select knob was not working properly. I had to push quite hard in order to have the push function working. So it was mandatory to disassemble again and open the encoder switch, give it a bit of a clean. And as I didn't want to buy a new one or look for it, probably it's not even easy to find one. But it's an easy fix. You just have to be a bit careful when you open it, but it's easily fixed. Now the encoder switch is clean, and I'm testing now the switch function, which is the one you got pushing with the multimeter in continuity. And it looks promising. As soon as it clicks, I got the closed circuit, so that should be fine now. Okay, so all the front panel is all back together. The screws are tight, and the switch now is in place, as you can see, and I'll leave it on speaker. Now the select knob, as I said before, was missing a washer, which I rebuilt, and basically it prevents mechanical stress on the encoder, because the shaft can move without the washer. So if I put the washer in place, now basically the knob is much secure, and we're avoiding a mechanical stress on the shaft. So now the front panel is okay. Now I need to work on the main body of the radio. For one of my viewers who asked me in the comments how to put back together the VFO knob, I'm gonna show now, I'm gonna explain with the help of the service manual on page 4, the beginning of the manual. There's the exploded view, and this is very helpful to see all the parts and how are they put together. So let's have a look at the part of interest, which is this one here. So we've got the rubber ring, the knob itself, and we've got a coil spring. This is the subject that this fella asked me in the comments. So I'm gonna disassemble now quickly the main knob VFO to show how to put it back together in the proper way. Okay, so everything is already disassembled, and let's put it back together. obviously with the help of the service manual. So we assume that we don't remember how to do it. So this is an easy job. We've got the front panel, and we see in sequence how you put the things back together. So first of all, you see there's a nut, and you see the line, and if you follow the line, you see that the line is going to the rotary encoder of the VFO, and you see that the thread there. So this nut, as you can see, is not rounded, and you can use a key to unscrew these nuts from the shaft encoder. Okay, so but this is tight already. Okay, and is well, in my case it's finger tight, I think. So once you got this in place, you are in this situation. You just need to put first the washer and then the coil spring. So you take the washer and you put it there, and you end up like this, and then you put the coil spring. Now the coil spring is, if you look here, you see the coil spring on this side is smaller, the ring, and on this side you got this kind of a hook. So if you look at the drawing here, you see the hook is going on the part of the front panel. So that means we put it like this on the front panel. Okay, so let me say this is the bottom side and this is the upper side. So you just put the coil over, the coil spring over, and then because of the thread, you just thread it in very easily. And as you can see here, the smaller turn of the coil is going to set on the plastic washer. Let me zoom in. You see how the spring set onto the plastic washer? Then you continue tightening until you reach the end. Okay, and this is the final result. So the spring is settled in place, and we are done now. The shaft can move, and you just put back in the main knob, and you go and tighten the screw inside with the help of the right key. So let's do that. Doesn't matter, position doesn't matter. Okay, no problem. Just tighten a little bit, not too much. Just check that it's held firmly in place. And once you're done, you can put the rubber back in place. Easy job. And obviously when you remove the rubber, you can wash it with just some soap for dishes. This is what I use. And you take out all the grease from it. And this is how you put the spring coil and in the right sequence with the knob. Easy job.